record and keep this thing off. Guys, how are we all doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Let me know where you're tuning in from. Guys, give us some energy. Please be present. Please get a notepad and a pen out because you're going to want to take a lot of notes. Guys, I need you to be present. I need you guys to show some respect and turn your cameras on, because this call will be life-changing, right? We have a very special guest. We're extremely lucky to have him on the call. So please, cameras on right now. Like I said, guys, I need you to be present. Your phone, turn it off. Tell your partner to not bother you for the next hour or so. Because, guys, I'm going to bring him on. Look, we're extremely lucky to have this person on the call. This person is extremely successful person. He's helped many people around the world, changed their lives completely. He's from the US, so we're extremely lucky to have him on at this time. He's helped me grow so much over the last couple of weeks. He's made quantum leaps in his life as well. So, guys, look, we're blessed to have him on. We're blessed to have him on this call with us. I'm going to bring him on. Mr. Darren Gibson, are you on? Let's show some fire in the chats, guys. Hold up. I think I need a... Yep. All right. I think you can unmute yourself now. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Yeah, he's jumping on now. Some technical difficulties, guys. But hey, guys, look, I'm excited. I'm excited. It's day 5 of our boot camp. We've been through a lot. The first call, we opened you guys up to goals and opportunities, and having and visualizing those goals, and introducing you into a new environment, our environment, that rich soil that can potentially help you change your life. We also, went through trading cryptos, investments, and Forex. And the biggest thing about this was the main reason why we created this bootcamp, Brody and I, was because we wanted to give back to you guys, right? We wanted to introduce you guys to something different. Everyone is programmed to the same thing over and over again. Commit to your 9 to 5, get paid every week, get paid every month. Everything else is going up except your paycheck. So we wanted to introduce you guys to something different, something new. We went all out, Brody and I went all out. We brought you guys some special guests over the last 5 days, and they just kept dropping nuggets. They kept sharing their knowledge with us. And to close it off, guys, I wanted to bring the best in the industry, the best, the man that's just changed so many lives all around the world. I'm just super excited to have him on. Hey, Brody, what do you think about the bootcamp so far, bro? Someone's sharing. Hold up. Hold on, bro. You gotta unmute yourself. All right, go for it, man. Unmute yourself.
There we go, bro. Guys, this boot camp, give me some ones in the chat if you guys have taken something away from these last 5 sessions. Like Joel said, we've gone through some amazing stuff. We've gone through goals. We've gone through some different ways that you guys can earn an income. And one main thing that we've touched on throughout this whole boot camp is what? Can anybody tell me? Environment, right? This whole time we've been talking about environment. Who you tune into, you turn into. The man that you're about to hear from, that's one of his favorite sayings. Who you tune into, you turn into. Environment is key. So we wanted to show you guys what we do to get where we are, but also we wanted to give you guys a bit of an insight into what it's like to be in some rich soil.
For sure, bro, for sure. Hey, man, I think Darren is on now. Darren, are you on? You ready?
I'm here.
Awesome. All right, hey guys, let's drop some fire in the chats. Let's show Darren some love. Hey Darren, thank you so much for jumping on. Truly appreciate you, man. I'm gonna let you take it away.
Yep.
Hold up.
Okay. Yeah. So is this your whole group?
So this is the whole group from the bootcamp. We did a bootcamp for the last 5 days. And I wanted to bring you on so you can share some of your knowledge with us. Yeah, man, this is the group.
Awesome. Good. Well, when Joe asked me to do this call, I'm always down to do, whatever I can do to help and bring value um, to anybody that is looking to really shift their mindsets, shift their income, and just get you to the next level. If you're ready, if you're ready to get to the next level, just put next in the chat. I want to see who I'm talking to, and I won't be long at all. I got to do some things actually. This isn't my group. This is something that we kind of just connected. I just came back from Australia, did a tour, got to meet all the Australians and the leaders, including Joe, Brody, and just love their energy. I don't benefit anything commission wise. But it's all about being one team. And when I see new people, new individuals coming in, and just like myself, I'm still pretty much new when it comes to the company I'm with. It's only been 14, 15 months. And here we are. We've broken records and etc. Like Joe just said, because of the environment. It's amazing of what environment can do when you're aware. And I'm going to talk about awareness. And now that I know exactly what, where to go by, because Joe, he just kind of put me on the map. Hey, we just want you to talk, right? And people never really give me a topic. They just say go out there and talk, right? I want to talk to individuals that was in my position the year of 2014. I was 23 years old, and I was just kind of lost in the sauce and had no clue exactly what I wanted to do. So I may be talking to somebody that is looking to make a pivotal moment in their life where things have maybe kind of shifted. Maybe your income is not where you want it to be. Maybe your health is not where you want it to be. Maybe your happiness isn't where you want it to be. And you just don't feel fulfilled, right? You're just looking for something to be fulfilled. Well, that was me, folks. I was 2014. I wasn't fulfilled. And, I played basketball and was a full-time college student. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't looking for an opportunity. A lot of people, I believe, they lie about that word opportunity. Hey, I'm looking for an opportunity. They don't even know what the hell they're talking about. I wasn't looking for an opportunity. I was just kind of going with the flow. I was like that dead fish going with the flow in life. And sometimes some people, like Joe may be that person for you, Brody may be that person for you, that kind of just wakes you up. And for me, I wasn't looking for anything. And I was partying all the time, losing myself, picking up weight. Basketball was down the drain for me. And here it is. I hear about this business and I'm very skeptical. I'm a firm believer, the broker you are, the more skeptical you are. The broker you are, the more skeptical you are. Like broke people, you guys know some broke individuals and they're really skeptical, right? You know what I'm talking about? And maybe some people on the line, right? They got all the answers, but had no results. Y'all know who I'm talking about? I mean, they'll just tell you everything, but they don't have anything. Well, that was me. And that's when I heard about this opportunity. I've heard about this new community and I kind of was just very skeptical of it, not because of the community, not because I'm gonna share what skeptical people are. It's they're living in a world that they've only seen before. They've never seen new before. They've never been outside their neighborhoods. They've never been outside their states. They've never been outside a 9 to 5. They've never been outside. They've never seen $1 million a month. They've never seen $1 million a day. And I could talk those numbers, right, Joe? I don't want to scare anybody. So when they're conformed and they see something every single day and they hear something that is outside their neighborhood or outside their environment, they're skeptical of it. They're supposed to be. That's all they know. And here it is for a long time. I'm in college. I'm living the college life. I'm living off my mom and dad, living off my brother and sister, living off my dog. My dog gave me some money a couple times. I'm living off everybody that's around me. And here it is. I'm skeptical. And that's when sometimes you got to see bigger for you to do bigger. Sometimes you got to be in different rooms for you to create new rooms. And here it is. I met this guy. My roommate was in this business. And honestly, my roommate was a goofball. So here it is. My roommate's trying to talk to me about business. And I'm thinking in my head, he's telling me about business. You got to join a business. And he still owes me some money. I'm like, how the hell are you going to talk to me about a business and you owe me money? So you guys get the misunderstanding for some individuals. And some people, they join my business and they're like, hey, Darren, it ain't working for me. And I'm like, you get paid for the lifestyle you used to live. And you grow your income for the lifestyle that you become. So when he first started, you got to get started. Dude, you owe me some money. Why the hell and how did you get in? So he knew I got to get somebody in front of Darren to wake his mindset up because he's not listening to me. I realize that sometimes God puts individuals or opportunities or different things in your life for you to wake up. My dad's a preacher. Mom and dad have their own marriage ministry. My brother's a motivational speaker. I grew up in a good environment, but I was hanging around with the wrong individuals. And here it is. My mom and they've been telling me to do certain things like this. I couldn't listen to them. Why? They didn't have what I wanted. And kids don't listen to their mom and dads all the time. And here it is. My roommate gets me in front of somebody. I'm taking you guys. Some of you guys need this. And they put me in front of somebody. His name was Brad. And Brad was making about 11 million a year. 28 years old. And my mindset opened. What do you do? Tell me, what you do? Have you ever heard of Bob Proctor? I'm like, who the hell's Bob Proctor? You never seen the movie The Secret? No. You never read the book The Secret? I never read a book in my life. And I didn't even know there was a secret. What's the secret? You got to come to this environment, meaning they said seminar, but what they were really saying was environment. You got to come to this environment. 2014, go to the Science of Getting Rich, Bob Proctor seminar. Changed everything about Darren Gibson. I went there, opened up my mindset. I learned more in those 3 days than I ever have in my 4-year college experience. It was like Bob took my head off, shook it, and put it right back on my shoulders. I got in the rooms of money. I got in the rooms of multi-millionaires, not billionaires at the time, but millionaires at the time. I was the brokest one in the room. That's a good room you want to be a part of. For a long time, I was the popular in the room. I was the ego. I was the one that had it going on in the rooms. As soon as I put me inside of the, it's like you taking a shark and you take the shark out of the tank. And the tank is only as big as it can get. The shark will only grow as big as it can get inside that environment. Take that same shark, put it in the ocean, it'll grow as big as it can get, to as big as capacity as it can get. I believe God talks in nature. If God does that with animals, what makes he, do you believe he does that with human beings? I realize why people keep their 9-to-5s. I realize why individuals keep their 6-figure income or their $35,000 a year income or their, what for most people, 7-figure income, because a lot of people never move from 7 figures. What most 7-figure earners, what they do is they earn the income and they're like the alligator. What happens, you guys know in Australia, alligators, right? What happens with the alligator? The alligator, it can smack you, it can do the death roll on you, and it'll just hurt you. But as soon as that alligator gets done eating, you can pick up the alligator, you can smack the alligator, you can throw the alligator. Why? Because after the alligator gets done eating, it's now paralyzed. And that's what most individuals do when they reach 7-figure income, they get paralyzed. Why? They never change their room that they were in. I believe Drake says it best. No new friends. I think that's the silliest thing. I want all new friends. Why? If my friends, my environment, my network needs to grow every single year. If my network is growing every single year, that means my mindset is growing every single year. Because if your network isn't working, you should probably change your net until it works. The reason why some of you can't get rich, because you're around the wrong network. What do they say? That the 5 people in your life or 6 people in your life is the biggest influences in your life. Mom and dad is one of them. If your mom and dad are broke, you already screwed up with 2 of them. Your spouse, wife, husband, whatever your workmate, that's another one. If they're struggling too, that's 3. Your best friend, your whatever the case may, you should look at your banking account is a reflection of your network. I'm not busting anybody's bubble, am I? Well, hopefully I am. Am I stepping on some toes? I hope, God, I pray I'm stepping on some toes. I realized in a very short period of time, wow, how did I go from 0 to 6 figures really quick? How did I go from 0 to whatever? Didn't matter the figure. Didn't matter the figure. How did I change so rapidly? As soon as I changed my environment, everything shifted. Went from driving a all-white Escort and a deer smacked my car, so I had a dent in my driver's seat. My CD player was broken, so I had to carry it. I DJ'd in college, so here it is. I'm carrying my CD player on my neck while I drive. and I got a stick shift, you thought I was DJing. Go from escort to Lamborghini, go from apartments to buying homes, including my mom and dad's, went from, how did that happen? How? Environment. Successful people learn, unlearn, then learn again. So I like working with young people. You know why? Because they don't have a lot that they have to unlearn. And the unlearning is harder than the learning. That's why older people, when I work with them, 89, 90, you name it. 93 is the oldest I've dealt with. Doesn't matter the age. I work with paradigms. I change their mindset. I can't change your business if you got a small mind. I need to know how your mindset is programmed. And once I get you to change your programming system, I'll make you whatever you desire, you can have. That's why I never teach skills in my business. That people are asking me, Darren, how did you go in the business in the company that you're in right now? And how did you reach the top of the company that no one else was at? How did you reach it in just 1 year? And I'm thinking in my head, I should have did it in 30 days. I should have did it in 2 months. I should have. Why? Because that's where my mindset is. My goal is to have 100 millionaires in the next year and a half. It will happen. It's not even a goal. It's a, let's make it happen. My goal this year was to have 5 diamonds this year. I did 11. My goal this year was to go black diamond. I did presidential. When you know how to set goals, life becomes fun. Not just setting them, when you know how to actually, when you know the words that you speak have power, and that we don't have a spirit, we are a spirit living in a body. You'll start earning whatever income you want to earn. I just came back from something that Mr. Bugs was doing, and the room was extremely wealthy. And I'm looking around the room, and I lost about 100,000 in a matter of probably like 10 minutes. Some other individuals, and here it is, I'm looking around, and I'm like, damn, man, I lost 100 grand. And I'm looking around the room, that person's down half, whatever it is, that person down. I'm looking at Mr. Bugs, he's down, whatever it is. It made my 100,000 look like $1. You know what my mindset started to do? My mindset looked at everybody and I said, I wish I could lose more. You know why? Because I wanted to fit in what they were doing. You lost that much? Man, I wish I could lose a little bit more. You see how the mindset works on you? You see, when you lose something, you think it's big. You know why? Because your environment makes it big. You invest $1,000 into a business and you complain about $1,000? Are y'all getting what I'm saying? This means yes, this means no. I've been to Australia plenty of times. I know this is yes. That's the negative side. You see, when here it is, I made the first, maybe about 60 some thousand the first one. I look around the room, I go to you know, somebody and I look how much they made, and they tripled what I made. And I'm looking like, wow, I got to make some more. Why? Your environment, and I know this is being recorded, so I'm trying to not share names or numbers. Disclaimer, by the way, I'm just giving you guys some numbers. Can I just give you guys some good? Is that okay? Or you want me to put some water down? I can talk about $10 bonuses. Y'all want me to talk about $10 bonuses? I could talk about $10 bonuses if that's more on you guys' side. But disclaimer, I'm not saying you're going to make or lose anything. I'm just saying, you know, just telling you guys results. The reason why I share those numbers is your paradigm is a multitude of habits. And here it is. When you were in school, you went to school, you looked around the room and you saw how everybody dressed, what foods everybody ate, and you wanted to conform. That's exactly, if you know how the mind works. I've been studying the mind now for 8 years. I started off as a consultant with Bob Proctor, and they were my family. Bob and Linda Proctor, family for 8 years. The paradigm wants to fit into your environment. So what we went wrong, where our parents went wrong for most cases, is they put us in the wrong environment. So we saw how people dressed, we saw how people talked, we saw what language they spoke, we got their accent, we got their food, if they're overweight, I gotta be overweight. If they're in shape, I gotta be in shape. If they're struggling, I gotta struggle. If they're rich, I gotta get rich. But we didn't know that, and until we grow, as we mature in that environment that we're in, some people never leave their environment, some people never grow. That's why God sometimes psychs you out and puts you in an environment and changes everything about you. Some people never get it, they stay stuck. A quote comes to mind: how do you escape from a prison and you don't know you're in one? How do you escape? How do you escape from a prison if you don't know you're in one? And most people are in a prison and they're not aware they're in one. They're in a prison with the door wide open, but they don't know they're in one. And if they do know they're in one, they're more scared of leaving that prison than they are of going out there getting their freedom. You know why? It's different. And people don't like different. People don't like new ideas. People don't like new environments. Why? Because it's outside their comfort zone. They don't like to get outside their comfort zone. I never forget, in my business, I was talking to people about my business and telling them to join my business. And all my friends, back then I was doing nutrition before I boom. And here it is, my friends would, I find it funny, broke people, they funny. We were funny. Hey, listen, you gotta join my business. Well, let me see the products. Okay, I'll show you the products. Here it is. I got to do my research on the products. I'm working with nutrition products, and my friends are eating McDonald's saying they want some ingredients on the products. Dumb, you eating McDonald's. Since when did you become a scientist? You walk in McDonald's here, it says may cause cancer on the door, and people still walk in and get it. In Australia, I don't know how it is. In Europe, when you get your little cigarettes, it says this will kill you, and they still buy the box. You want to see ingredients on a health and wellness, but you see how the mind works? No, dude, you don't have to make a decision. Well, let me see the compensation plan. You make $25,000 a year. What the hell do you know about $1 million a year? How do you know what to look for? Now you're a business professor? There's some of you on the line right here that's doing it. Hey, look, can I see the business plan? And the business plan is your life is struggling. You can't psych me out. When I talk to somebody and they, hey man, I gotta check out what the plan is. Dude, who sold you on your first plan? No, you don't know how to make a decision. And you're trying to dance around the fire. For Australia, some of you got, oh, well, $500 is a lot of money to get started. But right when you say that, you go right to the bar and you spit and you drink it all away. Or you go right to your drug dealer and you smoke it all away, whatever it is you do. Can I be frank with you? I don't know if this call was supposed to go this way. Hopefully I ain't beating anybody. Am I beating anybody up? What happens is this. If you want your lifestyle to change, in order for your lifestyle, in order for your style to change, your life has to change first. I believe this group here, I got an Australian group too. I got a New Zealand group as well. I believe this group here can potentially take over a lot of the company. With my help, I'll help you. But you all have to bring your gift to the table. What I've done in a short period of time, I can't do that by myself. Mass movements doesn't start with the masses. Mass movement starts with the individual. But the individual will eventually need a team. The individual will eventually need somebody that says, hey, I'll take the baton. You go on and do what you're good at, and I'm going to help out a little bit. I'm going to help out and bring my gift. I'm going to do the calls with you. I'm going to do what I need to do with you for us to increase some things. I'm going to do, right now, we have something called a grow-a-thon. It started yesterday. I'm having a Grow-It event in the month of December. Yesterday, the website crashed, I believe, because of how much value we brought in yesterday. It's our last grow-a-thon. We broke in a diamond in every grow-a-thon. What do I teach my group? I don't teach them how to talk to people. Can you make me host really quick, Joe? I don't teach them how to, I don't teach them on what to do. I teach them on how to think. If you want your lifestyle to change, there's two things you have to know. One is where you are, and the other one is where you're going. But if that's so simple, you got to ask yourself the question, why are people staying stuck? If it's so simple that when it comes to just knowing where you are and knowing where you're going, why do people stay stuck? You know why? Because they focus on where they are. And where they are is their paradigm. That's their paradigm. And whatever you focus on, it keeps growing. You keep thinking about what you don't have. And if you keep thinking about what you don't have, you keep attracting what you don't have. I hear it all the time. What's your goal? I want this butt. I want this butt. I want this butt. And I'm like, dude, you got a big butt. You got to move that butt out the way. Some of y'all like them big butts. I know you do. Hey, man, I really want this butt. The problem is your butt is move the butt. Stop touching the butts. Your butt is bigger than your goals. Your memories are bigger than your future. It's not how you get wealthy. Where you are right now is the things you thought of last year or last month or yesterday. Where you're going to be is all about the things you think about now. There's power in the unseen is what the good book says, right? And here it is. Everything we see in today's world, it came out of somebody's unseen first before we seen it. When I came in my company last year, I had something of thought. I had an idea, and ideas are like muscles. Either you use them or you lose them. And I had an idea. I was going to create a new standard in the company. I was going to shake up the company and bring something they've never seen before. I was dabbling in my unseen. Some of the people that were already in it, they didn't like some of the things that I was, why? They're not supposed to like it. And when you're building what you're building, when you're changing up a culture or making a culture stronger, people won't like it. Why? Because you are the one that's looking at the building and they're looking at the construction. Whenever you see construction, you see dirt, you see mud, you see all this nastiness, but the one that is building the building, they're not looking at the dirt. They're looking at the big building that they're building, the beautiful sights. That's all they can see while they're building it. That goes for your family. Your family will see the mud. You'll see the building. Your husband will see the mud. You'll see the building. Your wife will see the mud. You'll see your mom, your dad, whatever the case may be. When you are changing the generational curse, and that's what they are, they won't like what you do. They won't understand what you do because most people want change, but they don't want to be changed. When you change your phone number, it's very uncomfortable for the person to call your new number, and you got to get a new number, folks. Not your phone, your lifestyle, your frequency in life, the way that you think, the way that you build, the way you dress. I can tell a person's self-image just by watching how they dress, how they talk, how they look in my eyes or don't look in my eyes. If they talk really low, I can tell by their self-image. I can tell what their goals are. I can tell the direction that they're going. We'll be in Dubai this month, and here it is. I'm going to pack for Dubai. Why? I'm going to Dubai. I'm not going to put coats in my suitcase. I'm not going to put hoodies in my suitcase. Why? It's hot in Dubai. I'm going to bring the least clothing because it's burning up out there. It's hot. It's a desert. I don't care about your mouth. I care about your luggage. Most people talk a good game. I want to see what you got in your luggage. Your luggage tells me what trip you're going on. Your luggage is based on what you do every day. Your luggage is based on if you're on the calls every day. Your luggage is based on if you're doing the calls every day. It's based on if you're talking to the people. Show me your luggage and I'll show you your goals. Is this making sense? I tell my group all the time, people coming to me all the time, Darren, I'm going to do a 7-figure. I'm going for diamond, man. And I'll look at their behavior patterns. No, you're not. Stop lying to yourself. I'm a mentor that don't allow my group to lie to themselves. That's a good mentor. Because if I'm a mentor that lets them lie to themselves, they'll quit the business every single time. Their self-esteem will go down. Their self-image will go down. Their confidence will go down. You know what I do as a leader? I make their confidence move up. By hitting small goals, that gets to the bigger goals, that gets to the bigger goals. And once you start reaching goals, your confidence gets bigger. Your drive gets stronger. Excitement gets you going, but discipline keeps you growing. I don't care about you being excited. There's a lot of excited people. I want you to hit something. I want you to be something. I want you to grow into something. Excitement gets you going, but you can't stay with just excited. What's up with you, man? I'm fired up. Fired up for what? I don't know. I'm just fired up. No, that's a beginning stage. Your fired up needs wood. If you don't keep putting wood in your fire, the fire will dim down. I got something called Fire Pit. It's all November. I called November to remember. I got something called Fire Pit. I got something called Learn to Win. I got something called the urgency chat. That's for my diamond that's going diamond. I can't put everybody on my calls. Because the chickens, I'll scare the chickens away. Too much ego talk. See, when you got a big group, you don't divide them, but you got to work with them differently. You can't mentor everybody the same way. So I allow them to choose. If you're going to get on my calls, I'm not going to be talking about no doggone $50 bonus. No. We're going to talk about making $1 million a day. How can we get to $1 million a day? How can we get our group to 30 billion? That's my company goal. How do we get to 30 billion? We did about 3 million or 2 point, whatever it is, million last month or August. Awesome. How do we do 5 this month? How do we move on from 10? I got to get their stinking thinking. I got to brainwash them because their brain, people say brainwash. Oh, he's trying to brainwash us. Yes. Your brain's dirty. It needs washing. Do you wash your body every day? If you don't wash your body, what happens? It stinks. If you don't wash your brain, what happens? It will stink. Your goals or most people don't even set goals. No, you have to now set goals. Get into the environment where you got a team goal and an individual goal, meaning you don't just set team goals. If you only set team goals and not an individual goal, I call you a manager and you're manipulating people. I got to set my independent goal that brings something to the table. And then I got to set the team goal and set the standard for all of us to be. I got another group, the learn to win. It will start in December. If they're not making 5,000 a day, they get kicked out. Why? Why are you doing that? Because I want them to have a quota. You got to look at your business like a quota. Look at you like a quota. Some of you guys wake up, do what you did yesterday. I look at them as a quota. If I own the franchise and I own the McDonald's, there needs to be a quota. If there's no money being pushed into that franchise, then the franchise is shut down. You don't just let somebody run the franchise and you talk to them, man, I'm fired up. No, I don't care about fired up. Where's the money? Show me the money. Show me the business. Show me where it's growing. Otherwise, I got to do something to shift it or bring somebody else in, or I got to close it down. I don't need fired up people. I need disciplined people. I don't want you hitting diamond and going back to sapphire. I want you becoming diamond and moving towards the next rank. I went blue diamond, skipped all the other diamonds. Is this waking anybody up? Okay, if you want to stay in my group, you got to do 5,000 a day, 5,000 a day, 5,000 a day, 5,000 a day. After 7 days, if it's not at 35,000 a week, then you got to get out. That pushes them and raises up their awareness of income, raises up their awareness of how to be productive, raises up their awareness of being effective. And it makes their brains conform to the environment. This is good. That's when when I made my income, I look back and I'm like, I don't know how I got here. It was environment. Bob Proctor said, you want to be around me? You got to do this. Mr. Bug says, Darren, you want to be around me? You got to do this. Every day I'm not making $1 million a day, I know I'm losing. I know I'm wasting time. Why? I'm around people that do it. The reason why you don't have the urgency, because you're not around people that do it. Procrastination is people that are around people that are not doing what they're not doing their goals. They're not doing that level of frequency. They're not doing that discipline. If you're overweight, hang out with people that work out all the time. Your whole life will change. If you're broke, busted, disgusted, and you're part of the BBD group, hang around people that are wealthy. And your whole life will change. I had 2 guys, Frazier and Elliot. They just went Emerald. I told them if they go Emerald, I'll allow them to come to my house, my penthouse I'm at, and they hit Emerald. I believe one of them will probably be Diamond. We'll see, but they're on the right track of them doing it this month, and their whole life changed. I said, you want to be a Diamond? They said, yeah. One of the guys, Frazier, he had on this shirt, and he said, can you give me some constructive criticism? And I said, well, I never give it until somebody asks. And I'm like, you want it? And yeah, my goal is to be Diamond. Can you give me some constructive criticism? I said, yeah, for sure. I said, take off that damn shirt. He looked at his shirt. My mom gave me this shirt. It doesn't matter. Tell mommy you got to throw it away. What does my shirt have to do with Diamond? Everything. You don't look like a diamond. That ain't diamond material. Take it off. You should have saw him when he came back to the house. He was, it was like a long walk to the trash can. He took him about 15 minutes to throw that doggone shirt away. You know what I did? I gave them all some clothes. I love clothes. If you guys know me, I love to shop. And I got tags on shirts, and I got, just too much stuff. I got shoes. You can't outwork me in shoes. I got too many shoes. You can never have too many shoes, but I just got too much. took a big pile of clothes, threw it out there, and I said, you guys can have whatever you guys want. Versace, all that stuff was all in there. Just here you go. Now I'm seeing them on Zoom calls. They look different. I took them shopping. They watched me shop. They didn't see me look at price tags. They didn't say I wanted it. They saw me look, I want this, threw it on the rack, and I'll figure out how much I got to pay when I go to the cashier. They went to the restaurants I was eating at. Every bill was $600, $700 just for two or three of us. You know what they started doing at the end? Hey, Darren, I got this bill. Let me get this one. You can hold. I think they had to pay $500. I think they tried to choose the smallest bill. I mean, okay, but that's okay. Hey, listen, I got this one there. And I'm looking at them and watching their self-image change. You know what they did when they got back? I didn't teach them any skills. We probably talked about skills a little bit. I taught them self-image. I taught them to be on the frequency of their goals. Had nothing to do with clothes, had nothing to do with the restaurants, had nothing to do with the shopping, had everything to do with being on the frequency of their goals. They saw me giving away big tips. I don't care if I got a good server or a bad server, I'm going to give you a good tip. It's not about the server. It's about what you put out there in the universe. As ye sow, so shall ye reap. I'm an attitude shifter. When I get bad service, maybe their mom passed away, maybe their little brother's sick, maybe they're whatever it is. I never know what it is. I change their attitude so quick. You all should be an attitude adjuster. They're having a bad day. When they see you, their day gets better. Soon as I showed my face this morning for you guys, I see some faces light up. Some of your smiles went from ear to ear. I could have put a banana in your mouth sideways. Why? Because when you're around me, the aura shifts. Does your aura shift the environment? I had to learn that. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I grew up in not a ghetto, but the environment was going down. No one read books. No one did business. Everyone either rapped or played basketball. When I had my events, everybody that came in, I had to work with my network. My house would always smell like marijuana. My house would always, why? That was my network at the time. You know what I did? I changed the whole doggone environment. Tier comes from my environment. He's a diamond. Jason Solomon, he comes from my environment. He's a diamond. You should have saw them when I first met them. So don't give me Australia. You don't know my neighborhood. I'll go to your neighborhood and I'll change up the whole neighborhood. Influencers buy a house, a good house in the neighborhood. Influencers change the whole damn neighborhood. I'm not an influencer. I'm an influencer. I change. Y'all see me with the company. I change environments. You may not see it in the beginning, but you're going to feel it in the end. You may think he's coming in too loud. Well, I knew I had to piss some people off to get to work. And guess what happened? It worked. Made the whole company. Now we're all playing the same music. It's like a church. My parents just left church. Whenever a new pastor comes into a church, there's always chaos in the beginning. Whenever a new president comes into the country, there's always chaos in the beginning. But I'm not looking at the construction. I'm looking at my goal. My goal. See, people are looking at where you are. I'm not looking at where I am. I'm looking at my goal. This is where we're going. You should be having people asking you, who do you think you are? You should be asking people asking you, hey, why are you sounding like that person on the call? Hey, why are you sounding like your mentor? People always tell Desi and everybody, you sound like Darren. Duh, she's around me all the time. People say it all the time. Darren, you sound like Bob Proctor. You sound like Mr. Bugs. You know, what I realize what they're saying is confident people sound like confident people. That's what you're saying. People that have direction and know where they're going sound like people that have direction that knows where they're going. That's what they're saying. Because they're so used to you not knowing where you go. Now you know where you're going. That's what they're saying. So if they say you sound like your mentor, just say, thank you. I figured out where to go now. You see the word going? It has go in. You're going in to something. And being on the goal and on the frequency, you don't think about the goal, you start becoming the goal. You start acting as if you're already there. There's a good book called Stella Adler, The Art of Acting. She takes you through her acting course. You start becoming it now. I was acting as if I was at the top of the company the first day I hit the company. You got to start being it now. That's why they say, who do you think you are? It ain't think, it's who I know I am. I'm past the thinking. I'm into the knowing now. On my laptop, I got 10,000 participants. So whenever I do Zoom calls, I can't see how many people are on it. But right now I'm on my new Mac computer. My other laptop's over here. But normally I have 10,000 on my participants. Why? Because what I see every day, I know it's going to become every day. I never know how many people are on the call. I only know what I can see. You all know that wealth is all around you. Problem is you can't see it. So when I do calls, if my inside world don't know, then my outside world won't show. So I know, I make myself know a lie until it becomes true. I lie good things to me until it becomes true. The problem is with you, you lie bad things to you and it keeps coming true. You ever said this before? I knew that was going to happen. Of course, you just said it. You knew that was going to happen. So I just psych my paradigm out and I keep seeing the things that I want to see. And guess what happens? Magic happens. See, most people don't say no to opportunities because they don't want one. Folks, I want you guys to understand that. If people knew, they would do. Most people don't say no to opportunities because they don't want one. They say no to opportunities because they're not aware of what one looks like. Awareness is the name of the game. The reason why you haven't done $100,000 in a month, because you're not aware of how to do it. It's possible, but you're not aware of how to do it. The reason why you couldn't do diamond in 2 weeks like I did, because you're not aware of how to do it. Doesn't make me better than you. Doesn't make you worse than me. It makes me more aware than you. I'm aware of the opportunity. Your awareness is around South. I would hang with diamonds. If you're not qualified to hang with a diamond yet, I would hang with the toppest earner that you have in your business. I would pay for their lunch and pay for their breakfast. I would pay for their time. Whenever I get a chance to be around Mr. Bugs, ooh, I'm like, dude, do I need to pay you for that? I need to pay for your time or something. Come on, man. I want to be around you all day. I'm moving to Miami just to be around them. I'm not moving. I'm buying a condo out there. Did the same thing with Bob Proctor. I moved to Toronto for a few months before the pandemic. My clothes are still out there in Toronto. I want to be as close as I can. I call it the fire pit. I want to be as close as I can. I need more wood for my fire. This call right here, it gave you a little bit more wood. Imagine you doing 10, 15 calls with me. You think this call did it for you? Imagine you had 5 more. Imagine you had enough calls to last you through the rest of the year. Do you think you'll go diamond? You know why? Not me, because you're on the frequency of your goal. Think about your goal, write down your goal, and then say, what frequency what would I be doing if I had this? I need to do it now. My goal is diamond. What would a diamond be doing right now? I need to be doing that right now. My goal is whatever the case may be, maybe it's income goal. I need to be doing that right now. And I promise you, folks, write down today's date. You're literally going to need a telescope to see where your life started from. We got 60 days left for the year. 60 days. Can you guys give me a gift for Christmas and birthday? You guys know my birthday's in December 23rd. Can you all go, can you move up to the next rank? Can you move up to the next level of responsibility? Can you move up to the next income? Can you move up to the next? My mom, she's asking for Christmas $160,000 for some things she needs to pay off and all that stuff. I said, how fast you need to do it? I said, how fast you want it? Can you just do it for me for Christmas? I said, absolutely. My mom knows if I set a goal, I'm gonna do it. I got this thing. I'm in it off with this. I like to run. I love to run. I'm chilling off on running now so I can do some things with my body to pick up some weight, some muscle in different places. I'm so glad we're doing the grow-a-thon because during the grow-a-thon we can't eat. We can't eat certain things. We can't drink any alcohol. Can't do any of your bad habits. It's purely all focus. I got 2 people. Desi got a house in DC. A lot of people from Europe, they flew out to be with her for all 30 days. I got Jake, who's my new blue. He got a house in Europe, and there's about 50. I don't know how many people went to that house, but all of them are just bunched up in that crib. And they're all doing what I did with my people. They got to be around. They got to be away from their families. They got to be away from their kids. They got to be away from their, so whatever the case may be, for 30 days. All laser focus. They rented out this big little house. I rented out a big mansion that Mr. Bugs came to. I think it was about, maybe the whole deal was about 70-something thousand. We had a chef. We had bartenders and all that stuff. This wasn't during a grow-a-thon. We had all type of different things. Darren, why would you spend that? I think I broke 4 diamonds when they left the house that month in that group. We did 11, but in that group that came. Why? Their self-image shifted. I encourage you guys to do the same. Get with each other and do. You guys got boot camps. That should be a continuous thing. Told my group yesterday, I said, when I run, it's very rare that I see a treadmill, because most treadmills here, they stop at 12 miles per hour, and I run faster than that. I'm a sprinter. And I said, I find it funny how every treadmill, I outrun the treadmill. It's very rare. Sometimes I may find a 13 that goes over 13, goes to 15, whatever the case. But all the other ones, man, they just stop at 12. And I'm like, I keep outrunning the treadmill. I never let a treadmill outrun me. I look at this company, the company's my treadmill, and I see Triple Crown Diamond Elite, and I'm like, I got to outrun it. I got to outrun this treadmill. That's too slow for me. I'm going to outrun it. Whatever you do in your business, or whatever you do that is something you need to overcome, or whatever it is, look at it like your treadmill. Don't let it outrun you. You outrun it. I boomerang, you outrun it. Hey, Diamond, that's your treadmill, outrun it. Is it Ruby, that's your trip? Outrun it, folks, outrun it. Is quitting your job this year, that's your trip? Outrun it. You got 60 days left. I need you to run on your treadmill. Because in my business, in my environment, my treadmill gets faster. And fast is not good for some people. They're scared of fast. I ain't scared of fast. I thrive off fast. Success loves speed. Let's pick it up. And let's mature while we do it. You know, my biggest challenge is right now, I know our group can do 10 million. But my group, I got a bunch of babies. I got a bunch of people that are brand new. I got a bunch of people that's never been in the industry before. I got a bunch of people that's hitting diamond, and they don't even know how to spell diamond. I got a bunch of people that's not aware of how fast it is. They're just getting it so fast. You know what I'm doing now? Maturing them. I got to get them matured. I got to get them, they reach the goal, but they're not mature enough to stay in it. I don't want them just hitting it. I got to mature them up and grow them up. I can do 10. I believe we can. But too much blessing can be a curse. And I want them to mature and etc. to build the structure up. So while you're doing your business, while you're moving fast, I know you guys can, make sure you guys are maturing at the same time. Make sure you're developing at the same time. Make sure you're studying at the same time. Not too much study. Some of you guys study too damn much. You got to take action. Law of attraction has action in it. I don't care about what book you read. I care about the book you're making, talking about your life. I want you guys to reach out to me on Instagram and tell me what you guys learned on today's call. I never do a call without having a homework assignment. I want you guys to reach out to me, Facebook, Instagram. Somebody put my Instagram in the chat if you guys can. And tell me what you guys learned. And hopefully I brought value. Joe, can I stop sharing my screen? I don't think I'm a host anymore. There we go. Awesome. Here, yeah. So let me, yep. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I got some fake Instagrams out there. So is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Darren_Gibson7. Yeah. So reach out to me. Let me know what you guys learned. Hopefully today brought value. I didn't know what I was going to talk about today, you know, but hopefully I changed somebody's way of thinking. I hope that you guys take this and don't use this as a motivational, because I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't get paid to motivate people. I get paid for you all to do something. With that being said, this is not my group. but I love to breathe into the individuals. Spire means breath, and I don't want to expire anybody. I want to inspire people. I want to give a huge shout out to Brody and Joe, and I'm not even going to say all the different names, but these two are the ones that's hosting it, because I see some other people on here too that I've built relationships with, and they reach out to me pretty much every week, and we talk frequently, and I give them some good tips, and they always ask, how can I bring value to you? I just want to let you guys know I got your back. I love you guys. And when I mean what I say, and I say what I mean, I believe this call will be the call that got you over the hump. I believe that this call is the call that you all will now break diamonds and do what I know you all can do. Just know I love to compete. I love to compete with individuals, but I love to complete individuals too. So I'm a competitor at heart, but man, if you guys need anything, any help, anything you guys need, just let me know, and I'll see how I can help you guys out. I have plenty of mindset calls and masterclass calls. If I did ask for permission from Johnny Wibbery, you guys' upline, who's a brother to me, he said, anytime you guys want to join my calls, you guys have permission to join them. So reach out to me if you guys need anything. And Joe, I'm proud of you, man. I remember when we met in Australia, and you told me you was gonna do some fire things, and I'm like, who's this little Hulk coming to me talking? He's gonna move fast, and he's just been rocking and rolling ever since, man. So congratulations. And Brody, obviously to you to Brody. So let's keep going, you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time, bro. You dropped so much fire, man. Guys, let's show some love to Darren in the chat, please. You know, he's given us his time. He's dropped so much value tonight. Just insane, you know. I hope you guys took notes. I took a lot of notes. You know, I'm always taking notes. One thing that I learned is that if someone is making more money than you, you need to be all ears. And you need to listen to the person that's speaking. But hey guys, let's drop some fire in the chat. You know, when we started this boot camp, we wanted to bring value to you. We wanted to introduce you to this new environment. And you know, I wanted to do something special for you guys, because you guys have been committed every single day, every single call you guys have been on. And I wanted to bring Darren on because obviously he's you guys have seen what he does. You know, he's just the best. You know, he's just the best out there, and we were super blessed to have him on the call. Now, guys, look, this is the last day of the boot camp day 5. You know, I did say that I was gonna end you know, close the chats after this call, but I'm gonna keep it open for another day. Look, guys, I want you guys to know to make a decision tonight, right? This is the last day of the boot camp, yes, but this is the start of your journey, right? Like Darren said, you know, God brings the opportunity to you, and you know, this is the opportunity that you needed. If you were looking for change, if you were looking for something, you know, it's right in front of you, right? I'm looking for people that want to work with me. Brody is as well. You guys know that we're all in with you. You know, the last 5 days we've been super committed to you guys, and we just want to, you know, do the best by you and see you guys win. You know, it's been a fire call, guys. But yeah, look, guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something very, very special for everyone in the boot camp, everyone that participated, everyone that was in it with us. And I want you to in the chats to drop, you know, just let us know what you learned tonight. And I want you to reach out to me or Brody or the person that invited you to the chats. And I want you to let them know. I want you to let them know you're all in, right? Because if you're all in, we're all in with you, right? We want to see you win. We want to bring you into our environment, and we want to win with you. We want to win together. Brody, bro, you got anything to say before we wrap it up?
Far out, man. How do you follow that? My heart's just gone boom. Big thank you to Darren Gibson. Bro, you're just no words, man. You're always killing it. I look up to you so much, bro. I love following you, man. I love everything that you have to share with everybody in the community and, you know, in the company as well. So big thank you to you, bro. Guys, as Joel said, you know, the boot camp's finished. This is day 5. This is session 5. But like you said, you know, this can be the start of your journey. You decide that. You make that decision tonight. We've spoken about making the decision, right? We spoke about that. We spoke about how you can have what you want in life. You just need to make the decision. That's all you need to do. If you are ready to make quantum leaps, ready to make change in your life and your family's life, then make the decision. We've given you guys a bit of a taste of our environment, our energy. You guys can see what we strive for. You guys can see the room that we're in. Like Darren spoke about, you want to be the brokest in the room. You want to be entry level in the room that you just entered. We have big rooms. We are always in big rooms. We are always expanding our mindsets. We are always growing. We are always trying to be 1% better every single day. If you guys are ready for that, if you guys are ready to be a part of our environment, to be a part of this energy, something amazing, something beautiful, like Joel said, reach out, tell us you're all in. Let's do it. So we really hope that you guys have enjoyed this boot camp, and we really hope that you've gotten so much value out of this. You know, I've had so many people reach out to me and go, I can't believe you guys are doing this. I can't believe it's free. But we wanted to give back to everybody, you know, that made the decision to come to this. And like Darren said, you know, sometimes God just throws you a bit of a curveball, a bit of opportunity to see what you're going to do with it. Joe, I'll let you wrap it up, brother.
Yeah, bro. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to open up our masterclass for the next 30 people. You guys see what we do. You guys see what we're all about. And you guys see who we have access to, right? See, Darren doesn't just work with anybody. Darren works with people who are moving. And, you know, we're doing things right. And that's why he wanted to jump on and give us his time. As you guys know, Darren spent time with people like Bob Proctor, people like Holton Buggs, John C. Maxwell. So this guy is high level, right? For him to come and give us his time, we were doing things right. We're attracting him. We're attracting the right people into our lives. And I know all of you guys are the right people. That's why we attracted you. Right? We want to work with you guys. We're looking for people who are looking for us. We're looking for people that want change. We don't want people who are going to come in and they're going to say they want change, but they don't want to be changed. We want to see you change. And together, guys, together, we're going to create something amazing. Right? And I truly believe that because me and Brody have done it. That we and my team have done it. And I know that with the more people, the better, right? AB, I'm going to wrap it up, right? Anything to say before we wrap it up? Guys, look, reach out to me, reach out to Brody, reach out to the person that invited you to the call. Let us know what you want to do, right? I want you all to be all in. We're only going to have 30 spots in our masterclass. Go all in, guys. Today, make the decision that this is where your life changes, right? Make November. See, when we started this boot camp, I said November is going to be the month that you're going to talk about for years and years and years. Make the decision, right? In November, from now on, it's going to be the month that you jumped on this boot camp with these random guys. You got so much value, and since that day, your life changed, right? For me, it was September 2020, right? For you guys, it's November 2022. Guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you all I hope you guys got some value. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for being on tonight's call, and we'll catch you all soon. Take care, guys. Have a good night.